In the middle of working out, she would kind of be shouting out questions. And so one day she said, make a happy list. But we were boxing.
Got it.
She said, tell me 10 things that make you happy. And I'm punching, but I can't think of anything that makes me happy. Not one thing that makes me happy.
Got it.
And so she's like, give me something, anything. And I'm like, okay, butter, imitation crab, ground beef. So butter, imitation crab, and ground beef. And she stopped and she said, okay, of course your marriage failed.
Wow.
You don't know what makes you happy. Why would you think somebody else knows how to make you happy when you don't know what makes you happy?
That part.
So we start doing the work. I'm feeling amazing. I'm starting to feel a lot better about myself.
Right.
And we go to a party. And this woman walks in,
right.
Hot LA girl. And I start to feel like I'm shrinking.
Right.
And I start reverting to my usual.
Okay.
Which is when I feel like I'm shrinking.
Okay.
And attention is being taken away. When I feel like I've got a good outfit on.
Yep.
Like my hair is done.
Yep.
I've got enough credits. Have you seen my IMDb page? I am deserving of attention.
Right.
You know, when Michelle Obama said, the high road.
Yes.
I hate the high road. I hate it.
You are so
it's like getting on the 405 at 4 o'clock on Friday.
How could you hate the high road?
I hate the high road because you don't get the instant gratification.
No, you
of
don't.
Saying what is on your mind.
Yeah, no, it is not
in the exact tone.
Yeah, no.
And no. So I get the attention back on me because I'm talking
okay, got
about the hot girl.
Right.
How is she at this party? Who did she do X, Y, and Z to?
Right.
You start to assassinate someone's character. And AJ, she said, okay, wait, I'm going to stop you right there. Did you get the job that you wanted? I'm like, huh?
Right.
She said, did your house get bigger? Did your bank account grow? I'm like, what are you talking? She's like, what did you accomplish by tearing that woman down?
Right.
All you did is reveal to everyone in this party what low self-esteem you have. Or that.
Right.
And that's what it took. She got me right between the eyes.
Right.
It was harsh in the moment, but then it was like, damn, I have been communicating through negativity. I've been shrinking other people, hoping that I'm growing. Right. Yes, I will be the super friend, super mother, super freak, super chef, super whatever. And when you do all of that, you have nothing left for yourself.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Somebody else comes along and we feel threatened in some form, and we feel like we have to shrink somebody else down in order to feel bigger. I have had so much revelation in just the idea of what it takes to connect to other women and what creates within us the inability to do that. What was the process that you took on in order to...
I had to call a thing first.
And what was that?
I'm a hater.
Ooh.
I'm a troll.
Okay.
Like, now you would say you're an internet troll come to life.
Got it,
You are the worst part of the comment section of social media. And she's like, all those negative things that had been happening in your life.
Right.
It's exactly what you're putting out. You're getting back.
Got it. So it's that reflection, that mirror.
And I had to see myself clearly.
Right.
And it's ugly. It's hard. It's painful to recognize that you are the common denominator for the vast majority of your problems.
Let me tell you something. I've had a couple years of that. Looking at somebody else and going, oh, no, you're the problem, you're the problem, you're the problem.
But people will tell you that you're keeping it real.
Yes!
They love it when you point out other people's
Absolutely. And while you just sink it.
Yeah. They're like,
And-
I'm drowning.
Yes,
but look over there.
Exactly. And let me tell you, that was an aha moment. When I had to do this, oh no, baby girl, all that you created. And so, it's so hard.
It's so hard.
It's devastating. It's not just hard, it's devastating. And
You have to mourn that death of who
Yeah.
you thought you were.
that part. We do need to have girlfriends that are willing to pull our coattails,
Yes.
but in a loving way.
Well, there's some girlfriends, and I'll use my finger quotes, who want to squash you.
Right,
The goal isn't to watch you evolve.
right,
The goal is to watch you be miserable.
right,
And there's something that is appealing about your misery to them.
right,
And then there are the real girlfriends
right.
who can be honest in a loving way, because the goal isn't to squash you. The goal is to watch you evolve into the woman that you actually want to be. And again, but we also have to be in a space of receiving it in that way.
Now that's a whole nother thing. We got to be ready.
No, because what does ready even look like?
Right. What does it look like? What does it mean? Well, I'll tell you what it was for me. And that was to be ready to receive someone looking at me and going, nah, you're better than that. And I realized that in my life, I just was not willing to have that. I was like, no, 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 no. And it came out of fear. Because if you take all that, then we got to be responsible for it. And it's like, no, no, no. I'd rather play victim, because that is where I get to play small.
So comfy, isn't it? I call it the cloak of victimhood.
Yes.
And we don't want to take it off. It's like a Snuggie.
Yes.
And we're like, oh, it's so good. And people will let you be a victim for your entire life.
Won't they?
And you wake up and you're 70 and you're like, well, it's been great. And they're like, well, she was an amazing singer, but that thing happened.
Yes.
Back in 62, and this is where we're at. But people will let you be there, because being a victim is also comfortable for everybody else.
That part.
Because when you take accountability for yourself and your own healing, a lot of people lose a little bit of control.
Right.
It's easier to control a victim than it is to control a healed, evolved person.
Yes.
And that's what makes you a good wife. When we got married, we had to redefine that. As an evolved person, as a healed person, I'm not interested in pain, and I'm not interested in hurting you either.
Yeah.
I married somebody's dream. It was like I married D. Wade, and I have a marriage with Dwayne Tyrone Wade Jr.
There you go.
And I'm still getting to know him.
Yes.
And I'm in an amazing friendship marriage with this beautiful man that I didn't even know existed.
Just explain to me a little bit, Gab, of why the Me Too movement is important to you.
It's incredibly personal.
Right.
Me too.
Right.
When I was 19, I was raped at gunpoint at my after-school job. And it speaks to me because I had to figure out how to go from victim to survivor.
Yeah.
And kind of at times feeling very alone in that, feeling like I was screaming into a hurricane and no one was hearing me. And with the Me Too movement, I feel like I found my people. It's a tribe I never wanted to be in, but now that I'm here, I'm so happy to know that there's other people who want to be healed, who want to get justice, who want to unleash and unload their pain.
Right.
And I want to be a voice for some of the voiceless. But yeah, thank God for the Me Too movement, because so many people have just been suffering in silence.
I want you to know I commend you for having the courage to talk about it in the way that you have. I really thank you for that. It's working. Like I told you on the phone, this is my year of growth. I'm really just in my life, just cleaning up a lot of stuff. And you were one of them. Having this moment with you is helping me in that process.
Here, so mommy there, hello there, mommy. Oh, man, down a higher fun. Yo.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's so good.
Yo.
Yeah.
Still going.
We have toys. I am Fisher Bunny.
I like this ad lib.
So mommy here, so mommy there. Hello, little mommy. Oh, man, down and higher. Fun. E-I-E-I-O.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's
Way
so
to
good.
go.
E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah.
Still going. Yes.
Dear, we have toys. I am Fisher Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
I like this ad lib. Well, I have to worry because what if mommy wanted some grapes?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Daddy's
Just grapes for daddy.
Mommy.
Oh, thank you. One grape. Can I have some of daddy's grapes? But can't mommies have some daddy's grapes?
Daddy. Yes.
The daddy grapes. You ever see it?
Don't worry, Mommy. It's Daddy game.
Well, I have to worry because what if mommy wanted some grapes?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Daddy's
Just grapes for daddy.
Mommy.